Here we go. Time for Tio to meet Ren. Oh. Wrong way. Although we do want to know what's up there. Well, this explains a lot. Is this it, Tio? Yes, this is Control Terminal 3. Our plan is to hack into the net from 2 points. Control Terminal 8, which Jonah has appropriated, and this terminal. I think I understand. Should I call Jonah now? Yes, if you would. Since Ellie and Randy may try to contact us, call Jonah on my Enigma instead. Will do. Lloyd took Tio's Enigma. Still can't say that word. Jonah, it's Lloyd. Oh, you're already there. Yeah, Tio is booting up the terminal now. Good. I'll get mine set up too. Do me a favor and turn the Enigma speaker mode on, okay? We would bet money that Lloyd doesn't know how to do that. Yep. Speaker mode? What's that? On the back of the Enigma, there's a little red switch. Flip it. It will allow other people to be able to hear the caller's voice. Right here. Lloyd flipped the switch as instructed and placed the Enigma on the table. Hey, can you two hear me? Oh, that's useful. It uses quite a bit more EP, so I don't recommend using it unless necessary. EP from what? From what? Jonah, everything is green on my end. How about you? Almost there. I've been moving the decoy around as much as humanly possible. I'll let you know if Kitty shows up, so keep your fingers on the keyboard. Affirmative. We will stand by until you give the signal. Cool. Don't let me down, Tio. ... So does that mean we're all done setting up? Yes. All we need now is Jonah's signal. Once I start hacking, you can leave everything to me. Do you see why I initially chose to go alone now? Yeah, I do. But still, the journey here wasn't exactly the easiest thing in the world. So I'm glad I decided to tag along. ... This is bad. I'm terrible with awkward silences. Oh, that's right. Mishi, wasn't it? Aww, that's so cute! You know, that character you like so much. You've even got a keychain of him on your Enigma. Yes, I suppose you could say I like Mishi. I'm not really one to get too attached to things, so... Aww, Tio. It's hard to believe I've held on to that keychain for all of these years. So she was originally from Crossbell, right? Because Mishi is a Crossbell thing? Because of Michelin? Right? Are we just making stuff up now? Years? So you didn't buy it when you came to Crossbell? I assumed you did, since he's practically Crossbell's mascot. Okay, yeah, so we're not making stuff up. No, this was a gift. From Guy. What? Way to drop a bombshell! Oh my goodness. From Guy, 5 years ago. What? See, Lloyd and us, we are on the same wavelength. Guy Bannings. He was your brother, right? Yeah, he was. But wait a second. So Tio has known all this time, and she never said anything. Tio, you knew my brother. Yes. I had no idea. Why didn't you tell me sooner? You're from Lamont State, right? How could you know Guy? He couldn't have come across... Oh! Tio was the one that Guy was escorting. Wait, but wasn't he escorting her to Remiferia? It wasn't Lamont State, was it? What do you mean you're gonna go on a trip? Where are you even going? Okay, it was Remiferia. The Principality of Remiferia. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Well, I can't dive into specifics, but I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her home. Tio, I'm sorry, but have you been to this hospital before? Yes. It was about 6 years ago. I did not intend to keep it a secret from all of you. I apologize. No way! That was you! Question now is... was that the mission that Guy left on? And he died on? Right? Did he ever come back from that mission? Or did something happen during the escort? Like, is Tio back to try and solve his murder too? Does she feel like she owes him? Or maybe she owes Lloyd? No way, that was you. Yes. I was only 9 years old at the time. Guy was the one who escorted me back to my home in Remiferia. Remiferia? That's where you're from, not Lamont. That is correct. To be honest though, it does not especially feel like home to me. Aww. By now, I have all but abandoned it. Aww. Tio, what about your parents? I believe they are fine. But I cannot say for sure. Ever since I left 3 years ago, I have received few letters from them. That is so sad. At age 5, I went missing for a period of time. Missing as in... abducted? Guy was the one who rescued me. After that, I was hospitalized at St. Ursula for over half a year. Holy crap! Once I finally recovered, Guy insisted on escorting me to my home. I had no idea. But if you were escorted back home, why'd you leave again? Lloyd, you know I'm a bit different from regular people, right? We love you anyway. Tio, don't say that. It's the truth. You know it is. My sensory reception is orders of magnitude higher than any normal person. The faint sounds of an average ear finds impossible to pick up. The flow of verbal waves no ordinary person could ever perceive. The presence of elements that go undetected by the public at large. Even people's emotions and the beat of their hearts. When I attended Sunday school, I was always alone. Okay, so maybe she went to Lamont State because her parents didn't understand her? Or maybe they sent her there, thinking that the Epstein Foundation could help her. The things the neighborhood children saw and what I saw were worlds apart. I wasn't oblivious to their prying eyes and their whispered conversations about me. I know my parents loved me, but everyone has their limits. That is so sad. Oh, Tio. The atmosphere at home just grew more and more tense. That is when I began to realize that it would have been better if I never came home at all. Tio! That explains why she tries so hard to be independent. Because she's always felt ostracized, right? But you know what? She found a home. She found a home with the Epstein Foundation. And now she has a home with us. Like, it's sad what happened between her and her parents, but she has a home now. Before I knew it, I found myself buying a ticket and boarding a train. A train heading to the only place I could think to go. Crossbell. To Guy? To find Guy again? But then she found out what happened to him, and I get it. You wanted to see my brother again, didn't you? I think that was the reason, yes. When he bought me that keychain as a gift, Guy told me this. Don't worry, Tio. I know you can find happiness. And if you ever have trouble finding it, just give me a call. We can figure out whatever's making you sad and kick its butt. Together. Aww. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Guy would say. But around that time, he... Nod? We're still on speakerphone! Jonah is hearing all of this! At the lowest point in my life, I met an Epstein Foundation researcher by chance. He saw potential in my enhanced sensory reception and recruited me for an Opal staff development team that the Foundation had just launched. With that, I transferred to Lamont State and spent 3 years as a Foundation researcher. Then, 3 months ago, I returned to Crossbell. Tio. Hug? Aw. I'm so sorry. It's not fair that my dummy of a brother left us like he did. Wow, Lloyd. Not honoring his promise to a girl. That's not like him at all. Lloyd. Oh, okay. Oh. It must be Jonah. The kitten has been spotted! I repeat, the kitten has been spotted! Just now, I noticed her nibbling on the bait I threw out. I'm about to corner her, so give me all the support you can muster. Understood. I guess I'm just along for the ride. Cheer Squad Lloyd! We're here for it. Tio, don't push yourself too much, alright? Roger, no need to worry. Genius versus genius. Beginning concealment near the Network Resources' second boundary domain. Standing by for Kitty. Aye, ma'am. Whoa, are you serious? It's her! Kitty already deactivated all of our protections. That's Ren for you. Oh, that's so cute. It actually is a kitty. Do you know how tedious it was to prepare that bait? And now it's all... I don't believe this! How can one person do all of this? Settle down, Jonah. She is likely trying to use all her processing power to brute force her way through. Also sounds like Ren. Her penchant for mischief, you know? Please, focus. Stay 2 steps ahead and lead her toward my domain. Darn it! I'm not a machine! Hilarious. Is that Pac-Man? Is that Pac-Man? She's passing through Control Terminal 4. Control Terminal 17. City Hall's main terminal. Here, I've caught her. At Control Terminal 25. She's entered your domain, Tio. Affirmative. This is hilarious. So this is your arch rival. She is fast. Extremely fast. Activating ion system. Initializing parallel processing. We love the visuals. Confirming Kitty's presence. Whoa, look at these data streams. If you keep it up, you won't even need my help catching her. Yeah, why is Jonah here anyway? I disagree. Unlike you and Kitty, I am not a true hacker. If my ion system goes down, I will be easily overtaken. Darn it! Then what do we do? In preparation for that, raise your processing output to max and block Kitty's exit. I'm predicting that Kitty will try to shift over into your domain again. Choose your timing carefully, because you will have an approximately 0.1 second window to catch her. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! Screw it! I'm Jonah freaking Sacred! Get ready. Ion system. Limit break. This is so funny. Now. Take this! At least we have pretty pictures to look at, right? Alright, I bagged myself a kitty! We won! Yes, it looks that way. Oh no! Tio! Tio, are you okay? I will be in a minute. Increasing the ion system's processing power that much. The world is spinning around me. Is she attached to the ion system? Like... actually? Didn't I tell you not to push yourself? Lloyd? Tio. That promise my brother made to you. I'll keep it for him. Aww. Huh? And if you ever have trouble finding it, just give me a call. We can figure out whatever's making you sad and kick its butt, together. No doubt about it, my brother was amazing. He was so strong, so confident, and so quick to take action. I still have a long way to go to catch up to him. But I'll put every ounce of effort I can into getting there. I'll become the kind of man that can keep his promise to you. We're gonna cry. So, what do you say? How mysterious. Come again. You and Guy are almost... Tio! You and Guy are almost nothing alike, but... at the same time, you two remind me so strongly of each other. The way your spirit shines, the way you look ahead with confidence. I remind you of Guy. In a lot of ways, yes. But of course, you are your own person. You are who you are, Lloyd. You can't ever become Guy, nor should you try to. I would think you would know that better than anyone. Yeah. That aside, if you are going to make me a promise though, I would like you to promise me something else. What do you mean? You don't need to make it right here and now. I do not simply want you to take over Guy's promise. I want you to make one all your own. Whatever you come up with will be perfect, I'm sure. Tio. And in case you have forgotten, I am not a child. So I don't want to be someone who is simply protected all the time. After all, I am a member of the SSS too, aren't I? You're right. You're exactly right. Aww, she's laughing so much now. Is something wrong? No, it's just... I think that's the first time I've seen your genuine smile. Aww. I was not smiling. I am, simply exhausted. That is all. No need to be shy. It seems like such a waste though. Your smile is adorable. If you showed it more often, I'm sure you'd be crazy popular. Adorable. Aww. Jonah actually was on the line this time. That's hilarious. Oh. Jonah. How long have you been listening? I think that's the first time I've seen your genuine smile. Somewhere around there. Can't say I was expecting to hear a cheesy line like that today. What's more, you actually got flustered over it. What's with that? Spew any more nonsense, and I will destroy you with a 40-chain combo in Palm Party. That's not even possible! Oh, but Tio can make it possible. Wait, actually, someone like you might be able to pull that off. That reminds me, Jonah. Did you manage to find out who Kitty is? Ha! Who do you think I am? This is the one and only Jonah Sacred you're talking to. I managed to figure out her location. I'm sending it to you right now. Are we going back to the doll studio? Question mark? Jonah, what is this file you attached? An attachment? What the heck are you? Oh no. Is this a virus? Did Ren just hit us with a virus? The log shouldn't contain anything like this. It was just supposed to uncover her location. We should open it. We should not. What? That's... Congratulations. What the heck is this? Wait just a darn minute. This couldn't be... Oh, that's so cheeky. It appears the hackers have become the hacked. This must be her way of getting revenge for us discovering her location. No, perhaps she had us in the palm of her hand from the very beginning. If true, it is possible that the information we obtained was simply a ruse. Ugh! Jonah, you okay there? Darn it! There's no way she should have been able to mask her address. If we could trace and analyze it, eventually it'll lead back to the access point. No, that won't work. But what about... hello? There's no point talking to Jonah when he's like that. Let's just return to his place for now. We still need to retrieve our rightfully earned memory quartz. Oh, that's what it was, not a USB drive. Close enough, right? Oh, I nearly forgot about that. With everything that just went on, I guess it slipped my mind. There should be an emergency elevator near the exit. We'll take that and head back. Yeah, sounds good. Can we access this again? No? Alright. It still doesn't explain. I mean, it explains how Jonah got the equipment down here. Doesn't explain the couch, though. You know? Uh... 50-50. Okay, this leads out. Wow, the sun's already setting. Guess we spent more time in the geofront than I thought. It seems that way. Question mark? What's the matter, Tio? Nothing. We should hurry back to Jonah and retrieve the memory quartz. I admit, I'm also curious about Kitty's true identity. Me too. Hopefully this will lead us somewhere. Maybe it'll lead us to a doll studio. Aha! Rosenberg Studio. Wait a minute. The Rosenberg Studio is that doll factory, isn't it? It was near the mountain path, if I remember correctly. Yep, that's the place. When I was analyzing Kitty's location, it led me there. I'm 100% certain. But, why the heck is it the freaking doll factory of all places? This some kind of joke. It certainly is strange. How so? If Kitty is at the studio like Jonah claims, what's so weird about that? Well, currently the orbital network is only functioning within the city, and at St. Ursula Medical College. The resort on the other side of the lake, Michelum, is also a part of the testing. Oh! You see, because wireless orbital waves are unstable, they're primarily only used for orbital telephones. And since the orbital network is constantly exchanging large amounts of info, it's usually gotta be a wired connection. A giant orbital cable runs along the bottom of the lake, connecting St. Ursula and Michelum. But no way would anyone run a connection all the way out to some doll factory in the middle of the mountains. I mean, from what we've seen, the, Ouroboros, the society has very advanced tech. So maybe they're on their own network, you know? Ugh, darn it! What kind of sick prank is this? It can't be, can it? Though the mystery still remains, we succeeded in our objective. I believe you mentioned a reward. Yeah. None of this would have been possible without your help. Received Jonah's memory quartz, with all the dirt he has collected on his clients. Ah, so this is the info you said we'd be interested in. That's right, that contains info on most of Ravach's relationships. Oh. I even threw in some info on a couple other related topics for safe measure. Happy now? Wow, I'll say. This information is, indeed, of interest to us. Just so you know, there's nothing super classified or anything on there. It's all stuff that anyone could find out if they dug hard enough. Your bosses at the CPD, for example. They've been sitting on all this for, like, ever. Did Jonah just pay us with intel that he hacked from the CPD? Is that what just happened? I'm sure it'll be useful nonetheless. Thanks. Since we didn't have access to all this, we were at a bit of a disadvantage. That's so. Glad I could help then. He's just throwing a tantrum. Ah, I'm beat. That was way too much for one day. Tomorrow, I'll use what we learned to finally uncover Kitty's true identity. Well, don't overdo it. It's the anniversary festival, Jonah. Why don't you go on a date or something, instead of holding up in here? Shut up! It's none of your business what I do or don't do! You darn wolf in sheep's clothing! Playboy normie piece of crap! Wow. Not exactly sure what all that meant, but I can't help but feel like he's got the wrong idea about me too. Or maybe Lloyd is just not self-aware. Now that you mention it, you went on a date with Cecile on the opening day of the festival, didn't you? Huh? And after that, you ended up spending time with the beautiful Seeker sisters. Experience really does trump everything in the end. Tio, what are you trying to say? Nothing in particular. Maybe we should go talk to Estelle and Joshua again. You know? They were in front of the doll studio too. We have information now to exchange. Connecting to the memory quartz. With this, we can access the entire database's contents. Wow, this is really comprehensive. Up until now, we've had quite a few gaping holes in our intel on Ravach. This might be the first time we've had so much information on them laid out for us. Why don't we take a little look-see at what we've got here then? Right. Summary history: Arms influence, Don Marconi, Garcia Rossi, Speaker Hartman. Might as well go in order. Ravach is the largest criminal organization currently operating within Crossbell State. Its inception dates back to roughly 1130 of the Septian calendar, coinciding with the founding of the state itself. As the name Ravach & Co. would suggest, fortune was amassed by smuggling goods between the Empire and the Republic under the guise of a trading company. In turn, Ravage was able to seize control of Crossbell's underworld. Currently, Ravage is known to participate in several illegal businesses, including arms smuggling, the sale of stolen goods, land speculation, insider trading, mural laundering, sex rings, intermediary agencies for Jaeger Corps, and so on. Due to its close ties to influential Diet members, Ravage is rarely punished for its criminal offenses. While members may be arrested from time to time, it is common for their bail to be posted almost immediately. I see. This entry gives a pretty good overview of Ravage. We've only heard rumors and scraps of info until now. It's nice to have everything together in one place. Should we just send this to Grace? She would have a field day with us. Seeing all this, it's evidence what a formidable organization they truly are. For real, these guys are making a killing with these shady ops of theirs. Arms influence. Ravage's main forces total about 300 members, including low-level workers both inside and outside the state. The company employs approximately 500 people total. Ravage's ranks include several former Jaegers and soldiers from neighboring countries. Combined with its smuggling of cutting-edge orbital weaponry, Ravage is believed to have considerable military strength. Despite not being a large-scale crime syndicate, its influence extends past Crossbell. Ravage holds deep ties with influential figures in both the Empire and the Republic. Interesting. According to recent intel, Ravage had begun to lose ground to Heiyue, a rival organization, but has since bolstered its firepower by utilizing warhounds. This new development has led to Ravage regaining superiority. I had no idea Ravage was this large and well-armed. Not only that, but they have men in their ranks with real battlefield experience. Yeah, makes sense. Even their lowest-ranking underlings put up a good fight. Not to mention, their warhounds. They're still using them, even after what happened. It's like the arrest we made in Mines was for nothing. I'm afraid so. It's pretty disappointing to think. Okay, Don Marconi. Marconi controls Crossbell's largest mafia as the current president of Ravage & Co. He's the fifth man to hold the position, but did not inherit it conventionally. 8 years ago, Marconi gained control by overthrowing the Fourth Dawn in an act of deceit and betrayal. Perhaps due to his Erebonian heritage, Marconi prioritizes his relationships with members of the Diet's Imperial faction. His ties with Speaker Hartman in particular are well documented. On the other hand, he has also made inroads with the Republican faction. Undoubtedly, Marconi seeks to leverage both factions in order to take advantage of Crossbell's unique circumstances. Furthermore, he seems to fashion himself after Erebonian nobility. His personal tastes include lavish garments and ostentatious furniture. Darn, look at this ostentatious old fart. He may look like a jolly old man, but his actions paint him as anything but. It appears Marconi is a much more cunning individual than we were led to believe. Though he's firmly affiliated with the Empire, he still managed to forge ties with the Republic. No question, this guy's trouble. Garcia Rossi. Garcia Rossi's official position at Ravage & Co. is General Manager of Sales. Behind the scenes, however, he acts as the Mafia's underboss and is the commander of its rank-and-file henchmen. Rossi previously served as the commanding officer of the Zephyr Jaeger Corps. When Marconi toppled the former Dawn 8 years ago, he contracted Rossi to aid him in his bid for power. Afterward, Marconi recruited him away from the Corps to join Ravage & Co. permanently. Rossi was the architect behind the Mafia's militarization and large increase in strength. In his Jaeger days, Garcia Rossi earned the moniker Killing Bear by using his large frame and advanced military combat prowess to overwhelm enemy soldiers on the battlefield. Ravage's second in command, and he's from a Jaeger Corps? Zephyr. That name sounds familiar to me. Wait. Is that who Tio was rescued from? By Guy? Probably because it's one of the 2 strongest core in all of Western Zemuria. Never mind. Pretend we didn't say anything. If that guy was a commanding officer of Zephyr, trust me, his strength is no joke. I've actually heard rumors about the killing bear before. Didn't realize this is the guy. It makes sense. He practically radiated strength. But Randy, how do you know so much about all this? Travel as much as me, and you'll hear all sorts of rumors. Sure, Randy. Sure. Speaker Hartman. Hartman is an extremely influential politician who holds the position of Speaker of the Crossbell Diet. As a member of the Diet, he also acts as the leader of his imperial faction. A descendant of Erebonian nobility, Hartman owns a luxurious mansion located at Michelin in the far southern reaches of Crossbell State. He is also considered an old friend of Marconi, the president of Ravach & Co. It's believed Hartman cooperates in the Mafia's various criminal enterprises, including smuggling, mural laundering, and so on. Furthermore, sources say that Hartman had an unofficial meeting with the Imperial Chancellor, Gileath Osborne, last year in order to demonstrate his domestic and foreign authority. Oh boy. So, the Chancellor of Erebonia is also in on this, apparently? So this is Speaker Hartman. He kind of strikes me as some hoity-toity imperial noble rather than a politician. But did he really manage to get an audience with the Empire's Blood and Iron Chancellor? Yes, though it was evidently an informal one. Chancellor Osborne did have a meeting with him. It still irks me to hear that he would meet with Speaker Hartman, but completely snub my grandfather. At the time, the whole matter was quite the hot topic in both nations' political spheres. I can't believe I never heard about that. The Blood and Iron Chancellor. He's making a name for himself, alright? I can't help but wonder what the real reason behind his visit was. Oh, was that like during that cutscene? During Olivier's door. Right after he and Osborne met. Osborne said he was going to Crossbell. Is that when that meeting took place? Very interesting. Alright. Everything was fuzzy up until now, but I'm starting to see the big picture. I agree. Ravach is led by a ruthless yet cunning boss, with a former Jaeger commander as his right-hand man. Further, they have strong ties to Speaker Hartman. Not only that, but the Speaker has ties to Blood and Iron Chancellor. Then it's no wonder the CPD can't do a darn thing about the Mafia. That's true. Wait, just a moment. I believe I have discovered concealed data within the memory quartz. Question mark? Concealed data? Can you pull it up? If there was stuff hidden, does that mean that brat is messing with us? Yes, it seems he tried to test whether or not I was able to notice it. His punishment will be long and painful. Well, that aside for now, were you able to recover the data? Yes, I would put the difficulty at easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Aww. Okay. Apparently they had no faith that we would be able to find this on our own. Is that... Oh, the Schwartz auction. The Schwartz auction. That's the thing Estelle and Joshua were asking about, wasn't it? Nice one, Jonah. That little scoundrel really pulled through for us. This seems to confirm that it is, in fact, a real event. And further, that it is connected in some way to Ravach. Yeah, I had a feeling it was more than just a rumor. This is the time, guys. This is the time. We must call Estelle and Joshua on their enigmas and ask them for a joint mission. Let's not mess this up, alright? Alright, should we take a look? We have one chance to make this work. The Schwartz Auction is an annual event staged by Rivage on the final day of the anniversary festival. It's held in the form of a private, largely secret party hosted at Speaker Hartman's mansion in Michelin. We were right! Our main mission is going to be in Michelin. Most items up for bid are first-class works of art, such as paintings and jewelry, acquired through theft, bribery, tax evasion, and illegal back channels. Additionally, invites are not limited to just Crossbellans. Nobles and affluent people from across the continent are extended invitations, making the auction function as an off-the-record gathering of Zemuria's high society. The Schwartz Auction is a major source of income for Rivage. It also provides Speaker Hartman with the ideal place to network with influential figures. Security is solely handled by Rivage's forces as well. Entry is prohibited unless a guest possesses a black invitation card engraved with a golden rose. Is this real? Unbelievable. To think that something this massive has been happening every single year. But isn't this strange? Despite being a secret, this information describes it as a large-scale social event. Well, I'm sure the police and mass media are well aware, but are forced to keep their lips sealed about it. Otherwise, there's no way that people wouldn't know about such a huge event. Exactly. Chief Sergei? Chief. Good evening, sir. Color me surprised. Didn't expect you guys to get this far on your own. This ain't the place to talk, though. Come on, I'll give you the full rundown in my office. So you admit that all the information in those files is accurate? Yeah, unfortunately so. Beats me who did all this research, but they got quite a goldmine of stuff. But all the CPD's top brass know about this, right? Yeah, though I wouldn't say it's everyone. Anyone that's at inspector rank or higher for sure. The entire 1st Division, too. Heck, even Arios and the Bracer Guild have probably known all about it for a while now. That means this is another barrier standing in our way. Oh yeah, an extraordinarily huge one. You know I don't intend to restrict what you guys can do, but I wouldn't recommend poking your noses any further into the Schwartz Auction. Stuff like this is well beyond your pay grade, kids. But Chief... Now, Chief. Let's not mince words here. You're not saying this is beyond us. You're just trying to tell us the CPD itself has its hands tied, aren't you? ... Considering all the influential figures invited and the fact that Speaker Hartman is the host of the entire gathering, the auction is practically untouchable. If the citizenry is not in imminent danger, the Bracer Guild cannot act either. So it seems there's nothing anyone can do. But we can't just... Calm down. You aren't the only frustrated person here, trust me. Think about the 1st Division, grinding their teeth every year, powerless to do anything. If this event ever gave them the slightest chance, they'd be charging in to take it down before even the guild could respond. But, despite being shady as all heck, it appears to be just another glamorous party. Darn. Basically, if you try to crack down on the Schwartz Auction and screwed up, the SSS would be finished. That's why, for your own good, I can't let you chase after this. Anyway, that's the gist of it. ... How frustrating. Listen, I'm not telling you to accept how things are. Just understand, sometimes you have to chin up, look forward, and figure out how much you can really accomplish. Don't forget that pit in your stomach right now, though. Keep at it, and your chance will come one day. So don't get too down, eh? I understand, sir. From now on, we'll stop looking into the auction. Lloyd. I'm sorry, Lloyd. Darn, this really sucks. With that, the third day of the anniversary festival ended. Teo's past, a mysterious story of Lloyd's brother, a hacker known as Kitty, a detailed report regarding Rivage. And then the shorts auction, sitting at the center of Crossbell's injustices. With all of it still spinning inside of his head, Lloyd slipped into a restless sleep. Lloyd, come on. Hey, you need to wake up now. We have a meeting, remember? Oh. Morning, Ellie. What are you doing here in my room? Good morning, Lloyd. Well, since you hadn't come downstairs, I thought I should come check on you. I take it you didn't sleep well, given what we heard yesterday. You can see right through me, Ellie. But how are you holding up? Oh, I'm fine. If I were to lose heart after something like that, I'd never get anywhere. Besides, I think I always knew the truth deep down. The reality that this secret party was, in fact, another example of just how corrupt Crossbell has become. I was simply in denial, trying to look away from it. But not anymore. I don't intend on living with regrets, or feeling powerless to help. Ellie. I've decided to face those feelings with my head held high. That's what the chief told us to do, and I'm going to use that as my motivation to move forward. I see. That settles it then. If you've already found your resolve, then there's no reason for me to hesitate anymore. Let me get changed and I'll meet you all downstairs. Sure thing. Since breakfast is ready, let's have our meeting while we eat. Sounds good. Thanks, Ellie. Ellie's come a long way this month. She's not carrying the same doubts she used to. I'd better keep it up so I don't fall behind. So it's already the 4th day of the anniversary festival. We're going to have our work cut out for us. Crossbell Anniversary Festival, 4th day. Alright, it's the 4th day of the festival. Time to get to work. I'm sure a load of support requests have come in overnight, so let's take a look. Right, today's the day of the big parade too. Not to mention, there are tourists traveling all across the state during the festival. As you suspected, a lot of requests have come in. Lost belongings, missing children, etc. Who wants to bet the missing kids are Ryu and... We want to say Pat, but we feel like that's the kid from Sky. Right? Might be a little much to try and tackle all of them at once. Let's do what we can and go from there. Sounds like a plan. There are just so many secrets coming out during the festival. First Randy, and now Tio. Like, wow. And no matter what the chief says, we are definitely going to Michelin. We can feel it. It's just a matter of when. Because Tio deserves at least one day with Mishi. We need to at least give her that much. And they never mentioned what exactly Tio was rescued from. Like, she ran away the second time, but we think maybe the first time she was abducted. And we wonder if it's like the same thing that happened to Ren, right? Tio was just lucky enough to have been rescued before anything worse happened to her. Anyway, more support requests next time.